I am live. Hi YouTube, it's day 11 of Veda, and Mr. Sun is doing his job today. It's a beautiful day outside, but it wasn't all that beautiful of a day in my world, because my level of annoyance earlier today was quite high. And all it has to do, if I come over here, all it has to do with that lovely little thing right there, the cable TV cable cord in the wall. Actually, not so much stuff in my house, but my crappy internet service provider, who decided to have their DNS servers crash earlier this afternoon when I wanted to do this. And so, I'm doing it now. It is 7 p.m. in the east, 4 p.m. on the coast, and I got laundry to do, so let's get this going here. Got a couple of, got a nice Afghan today that I'm going to be washing. I'm slowly going through and washing all of my clothes because most of it has not been washed. And then I got myself a lovely outer shell of my work coat, and then I got myself another Afghan, and I got the inner shell of my coat. So we will pour our detergent in here today. And once this gets going, I will recap my week. And actually, what I should do is I should put Mom's patented laundry stuff in here so that this stuff comes out clean. This stuff is hydroscopic. It absorbs water, so you got to keep it covered. So yeah, wash temp high, extra high, and we'll just get it going here. So yeah, not more than a few minutes after I woke up, hopped on the computer, was going to do this, and lo and behold, suddenly all internet activity stops, and so I putzed around, and Chrome kept saying that there were DNS problems, and I couldn't even do a straight IP address to get a website up, so my internet was completely down. And yeah, high-speed internet here in the States can kind of suck depending on who your provider is, because essentially what's going on is you got lovely little company that just wants your money and will not do anything to really upgrade their services unless they have competition. So you get situations where internet's unreliable, all that good stuff. You know, good old USA. But anyways, that's just my 2-bit rant for today. So yeah, I was feeling really crappy earlier in the week, and couldn't exactly figure out what it was. Thought maybe it was maybe I was going into a depressed state or not, or nothing. I was having insomnia and stuff, so I couldn't sleep very well. But it seems to have abated. I'm actually feeling pretty good today, so I think maybe I just had like a little bit of a bug or something that was just draining all of my energy out of my system. And so the wash process has started. Last time I did this, it made a lot of noise on the audio, so I'll wear my gaming headset so you can hear me a little better this time. I must have picked a bad time to do this, because usually I get a couple people on by now, and I saw somebody briefly flash. So it's doing a little spin in there. But yeah, we will, I think I'll update you all on the pillow here. I'm trying to get this stupid pillow a little flatter. It's got polyester line, so now I got two heavy things on it to try and smush it down a bit. I took a nap, a little bit of a nap this afternoon while I waited for my internet to come back, and I got it smushed down a little bit, but it's still too fluffy for my tastes. And then on the other side of things here, there's our friend Mr. Sun. In 10 days, he will be eclipsed by our moon, and I am hoping that I will be down in Missouri and that the weather will hold out, and then I can actually go see something that hasn't happened here since 1979. So in the meantime, on this lovely Friday afternoon here, 6 p.m. the news is on. Oh yeah, I think you're seeing my phone here. I actually found this phone in the garage. There's kind of like a little thing up above the floor where you can keep stuff, and this was up there, and it's an old 500 phone from Western Electric. I don't know what the number was because they never put a thing on there, but I plugged it in, and although my phone, because I got phone through internet, and although that will work, surprisingly, it will work with these old it works with these old pulse phones. I plugged it in and it works. The Rainer still works, and so yeah, I got myself like a little bit of a treasure here. And actually, getting these apart isn't that big of a deal. And these things are built like tanks too, because these things were meant to last. It's only like 2 screws to get this apart. Let's see if I can find a screwdriver. Actually, I got one right here. So, but yeah, it's no biggie to if you've ever wanted to see how these work. But yeah, this is the old Western Electric 500 phones, and they were from like the 50s to the 80s that they had these phones. Ding! So yeah, that's under the hood of one of these phones. There's just, there's really not too much to it. This is like... But yeah, this is like the guts of the phone right there. And all these are dated too, so... If I focus in here, you see the date 1 is 65. That's when the actual network, or it's called the network, but this is like all the electronic stuff was made. It's from 1965, and then there will be... I'm looking to see if there is a date. Right down there it says Roman numeral 4 of 64. So you figure this phone dates back to the mid-60s, and it still works. I mean, that's technology for you, or at least what was technology. Nowadays, I got that for a phone, and I really don't use it though, because, I mean, heck, we all got mobile devices now, so... So the wash continues to wash. I'm getting people hopping on and hopping off here, so... Someone just hopped on. Is that you, April? Say hi if that's you. But yeah, the wash is going, so... And the zipper is banging up against the glass. I hope it doesn't scratch it. So yeah, and the other thing, the other thing that's been going on is I got to deal with work because we're coming up on fall sports, and they're going to have to move my schedule around so that I can accommodate that, because they need me on Friday nights. Right now my work week goes from Sunday to Thursday, so they're like, yeah, we're going to have to shift you around. And so what'll end up happening is I'll probably end up going to something like maybe a like a Friday through like Friday through Tuesday or something like that. At least that's what I would like to do. I don't want to go back to Monday through Friday, because then if I got to get up and do something in the morning when stuff's only open during the week, then I got to do that. So basically, that's one other thing going on here. And then with the house, I got to do some stuff. I got to get still got a ton of projects to do. I got to get furniture for my living room. Like I said, in earlier Vedas, I haven't been able to really get much in the way of time off lately because of staffing shortages. And at the same time we got staffing shortages, there's also an edict that we can't work any overtime, so my level of annoyance on that is kind of high, because it's politics and money and all that stuff that's just kind of getting in the way of all that stuff. Come on. But yeah, we're a third of the way through Veda right now, and I think I might have to start resorting to the calendar unless more interesting things happen. But I know that in a week's time, it should be very interesting if my plans for going to see the eclipse come to fruition, and I'm down in Missouri. So we'll head back to the computer here. I also gotta get myself a paper shredder, and I gotta get myself a... So today's Veda question is, what is your favorite summer activity? So I will park this down on the computer here, and I will ponder that for a bit, because a lot of times during summer, I didn't like doing stuff till it was after dark. I remember a couple times we went on vacation. We went to the Dells, and we did some of the tourist attractions there up in Wisconsin, and then we did Door County. There was the horror story that I told you all about going to Great America in Illinois when I threw up all over the place. So yeah, being outside, being outdoors, and being, doing outdoorsy kind of things, it really wasn't much my thing. I always just liked to play with my Legos. That was kind of a big thing for me during the summer, was play with Legos. I did have people that, on occasion, that I would call up and go see, but I never did sleepovers or anything like that. Never had a sleepover. Never got invited to a sleepover. Never got invited to a birthday party. And conversely, my parents never wanted anybody over, and they never threw me a birthday party. So those were experiences that I never had as a kid. But right now, I'm preoccupied with work for the most part. So I really don't have any summer activities. I just kind of come home, and then Saturdays and Sundays, more my Saturday and my Sunday, which right now is Friday and Saturday for me, that's just kind of my time to R&R. But anyways, just watching the weather right now on TV. It's been kind of dry here in Iowa the past couple of weeks. We've kind of had a pattern shift, and now it's not been so rainy, but yet that still is not keeping my backyard from growing like 6 inches every week. I have to slow down when I'm mowing back there, because it's so thick that it bogs down the mower. And it would even be worse if I had a bagger attachment, because there's so much clippings. I'd maybe like make one pass and I'd have to go empty it out. And the city does give us yard carts for doing that. So if we need to get rid of yard waste, we have a convenient way to do that. And then the sun is really bright behind me here. Don't want you guys blinded. Kind of got that halo effect going. The sun is right in my eyes right now, and it's overexposing the camera. But we'll spin around here. I've been going for 15 minutes now. And I picked a bad time to do this because I have not gotten any comments or any feedback from anybody, so I'm just going to say this is Veda Day 11, and I will be back again sometime tomorrow afternoon to do this, so we'll catch you later.